Let's take a look at what the other group of judges is doing to prepare the electronic poll books. Use Chapter 6, Pre-Election, in the Quick Start Toolkit to set up the EPB check-in area. Start with the EPB Setup Procedure checklist. Verify that the luggage tags on each poll book case are labeled for your precinct before removing them from the cart. There will be at least one case with no tag on it. This case contains the printers and power cords for the printers. Working in teams of 2 judges of different party affiliation, remove all of the cases from the cart. Open the printer case and find the EPB Integrity Report. Verify that the state asset tag and the inner seal match the number printed on the EPB Integrity Report. Do not remove the inner seal. Follow the same procedure for each poll book. When completed, use the checklist to assemble the poll books. To remove the poll book from its case, first unplug the internal charging cord from the back of the poll book. Do not disconnect the charging cord from the case. Lift the EPB from the case using the elastic strap, not the legs. Also, remove the power brick and cord from the case. The EPB power brick is identified by yellow tape with another strip of yellow tape on the cord. Verify the power switch on top of the EPB is turned off. Plug the 3-prong plug into the power strip on the floor. Plug the other end of the power cord into the brick. Connect the brick to the EPB by inserting the cord into the slot marked PWR. To do this, turn the poll book over. The screen should now be facing down on the table. You will see 4 slots to connect cords. The one for power is on the left. Do not turn on the power switch. Once all of the poll books are assembled, plug the power strip into the wall outlet. Next, you will need to connect the printers to the EPBs using the Printer Setup checklist in the Quick Start Toolkit. Remove one printer, a power brick, identified with a blue stripe, a power cord, and a USB cable from the printer case. Position the printer in front of you with the buttons on the printer facing you. Look at the front left corner of the unit. On the left side is a rubber tab. Grasp the tab and gently pull it away from the machine, exposing the connection points. Do not tear the flap. When connecting the USB cable to the printer, the end of the cord is shaped. Make sure you align the pattern correctly to insert it in the machine. Take the other end of the USB cord and plug it into either of the 2 center slots on the poll book. Make sure you see the tree pattern facing up as you plug it in. Plug the power cord into the second slot on the printer. Follow the steps in the EPB startup procedure Monday night to finish setting up the poll books. Gently extend the legs and stand each poll book up facing you. On the top back side is a black rubber flap. Lift the flap. Underneath is the on-off switch. Push the switch to on. It may take up to a minute for the poll book screen to display. When the screen is on, tap the launch button. Follow the checklists and job guides in your workbooks or the Chief's Quick Start Toolkit to continue. Once this step has been completed for all of the poll books, you will need to connect or network the poll books together. You will need the Network Hub setup procedures found in Chapter 6 of the Quick Start Toolkit. If you have only 2 poll books, you will receive a red crossover cable. You will insert one end of the cable into one poll book and the other end into the other poll book. Use the slot farthest to the right on each poll book. If you have 3 or more poll books, you will receive a hub and Ethernet or LAN cables. Looking at the rear of the hub, Take the power cord and plug it into the access port on the right side. There is a small silver pin in which to slide the plug onto. Take the blue-gray Ethernet cable and plug it into the slot on the far right on the rear of the poll book. Take the other end of the cable and plug it into one of the 4 slots on the left side of the hub. Do not plug a cord into the slot immediately to the left of the power cord. That slot is for an uplink cable. Again, on the rear of the hub, you may use any of the other 4 slots, but not the uplink slot. Secure all extension cords to the table leg or to the floor using duct tape. Cover completely to prevent people from tripping. Follow the procedures for shutting down the poll books. The signs also need to be placed on the walls around the interior of the precinct on Monday night. Be sure to only use the painter's tape on the walls. One of the groups should also set up the voter information table. The next area to set up is the provisional area. The first table is where the voter checks in, and the second table is where privacy screens are set up to allow the voter to fill out their ballot. Ballots, applications, and the other materials are placed on the table where the judges are located. When everything is set up, secure the red and orange bags. Connect the precinct telephone to the jack marked with a green dot and call the BOE to let them know you are set up and ready for Election Day. Be sure to let the facility manager know you are finished so they can lock the room before you leave. We hope that this video will help you as you prepare for the election. Thank you for your service.